phone.
My phone is off.
No.
All right, we're live.
I was not on the. Me never the funny blog, so me not answer that. That's easily. That's easy.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. You don't know it's about here.
It's fun. Right?
Pujus Keng here representing for Full Sports TV. And tonight we're here drunken predictions. The usual suspect, we have Chris Blacks, Jiggy Dan, Shane Kirby, and Sports with Greg. And welcome to the show. We're gonna do a review. So much excited already. But anyway, get into it. We're starting the first game, Chelsea. We are going in order. Who have the floor?
I said that we take the least important games first, get them out of the way so we can concentrate on the big game.
Where's it? Chelsea, West Brom. Chelsea, West Brom.
That's very disrespectful. Not do that to Chelsea. Not do that to Chelsea.
Yo, remember that Chelsea wouldn't be a team if they never get a owner with money, you know. But we know go down that road now. It's not like it's a historical club.
At the bridge. Misfiring team.
Yo.
And
the prediction, you
the person them who they checking upon him phone just mute. You know might know while I not do it. So we don't hear the echo. Bujo, if I you must know better.
I don't mean my youth, I don't mean.
Yeah, man. Are you Bujo?
You usually have two browsers running and you realize you have two browsers running.
One.
We are hearing over feedback still from somebody. I work on TV.
Yo, go get into it now. West Brom, Chelsea. So I'm gonna say Chelsea 4, West Brom 0.
Why would you suggest that?
We're just giving predictions and we're not talking about the game itself or
When I talk to the game, but that's my prediction. And the reason I'm gonna tell you the reason. Since Tuchel has taken over Chelsea, their defense has been phenomenal. Otherwise, when Big Sam take over West Brom, they haven't been scoring a lot of goals. So I expect the trend to continue. And I'm going to say that on the return from the international break, Chelsea is going to score 4 or more goals. And West Brom will not score. So that's how I'm looking at the game. You know?
As long as Chelsea
I don't think it's going to be a close contest, honestly.
Where is the game? Is it at
Stamford Bridge.
Well, that means West Brom is not gonna go to play football. They're gonna go and park the bus the entire game. And Chelsea, as much as I said, they have been defensively solid. Offensively, they haven't been scoring goals that much anyway.
I mean, Timo got like 20 goals already, right?
Oh,
Timo got like 20 goals already, right?
That's what he's dreaming.
All right, so
anyway, get your point.
My thing is that I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game. I see like a 2-1 game, and I don't even like making predictions. I score, I could say what I see the game is gonna go, but yeah, Chelsea haven't been free scoring. Some of the guys go good if it's spoil the game. I guess like a 2-1. I could see this game finishing, but yeah, I don't see a free score in Chelsea. Forward him back, getting them players from all over, everywhere, and then West Brom having time to try because they still try to stay in our league. However bleak it may look, I think that this may be a tricky game for Chelsea. Well, at least more tricky than Gigi will be willing to look at. That's my point.
Okay. Me slightly disagree with Shane. Me not expect I expect a 2-0. Me not say West Brom must score. That's my thing. I don't see them scoring. They must struggle to find goals. So me originally I say a 2-0 Chelsea because defensively as Jiggy pointed out, they've been solid. And that's just it for me.
But the last 2 games that I saw West Brom played, they got a striker in the window. And if it wasn't for bad luck, he would have had a few goals.
Yeah, he's like a live wire. He has been he run around and he give him best with him.
Yeah,
so
man.
I agree with the Blacks. Again, in quality you can question it, but him is always there or thereabouts when the chances present themselves. So I tend to agree with you. Say West Brom, again, it's a Sam Allardyce team, set pieces, etc. I think this, again, I see a closer game than Jiggy will be willing to let on.
And also, this is the stretch run also, you know. This is when these lower teams always seem to do something because they're fighting for their life. They're fighting for their life, so they're going to give everything. And you know, we know Big Sam know how to do this. He has done it multiple times. So an upset is not something I see out of the realm. I'm going to call a 1-1 draw. That's what I'm calling.
I hear you.
Greg.
It's drunken predictions. What do you think?
I don't have anything to drink. I actually leave all the drink upstairs.
what am I drink? But I'm kind of in favor of Blacks. All right, West Brom with the 2 weeks out. Big Sam have some more time on his hands to work with him players, you know, work on a few things. Not that Big Sam is gonna work on much other than set pieces, but the players them might have not really complement that kind of ball game that much either. And since he has taken over the squad, they haven't been this defensively solid team that we expect a Big Sam team to be. They have actually tried to play some football. We have seen in their games where they have tried to play some football. Now, if Chelsea slip up and let them in, they could be in trouble. But miss a drawn game as well. I mean, I go with a 1-1 also.
All right.
Listen.
Chelsea now, Timo and Kyle low on confidence right now. I don't expect Chelsea to run away with this.
Mr. Akim must say Timo. I don't know where must say Timo. Timo haven't done anything since the league started, and I don't expect him to do anything for the rest of the league. Here, anyways. But back to West Brom. When I look at Aston Villa last year, they spent $100 million trying to improve the squad, right? They didn't do that well. They just barely stayed in the Premier League. And the owner came in and said, all right, the players we bought were not good enough. And they retooled the squad, and this year they're much better, even though they fell off a little bit in the last 10 games. If I'm looking at a team like West Brom, like as I said 3 weeks ago, I don't see too many Premier League ready quality players in the West Brom team. Yes, so it goes with the fact that it is not a Sam Allardyce type players, because he's been unable to turn the team around. He's not even made them defensive this side, which tells me that anybody he puts in the midfield is not good enough to play in the Premier League, because that's usually how you have those. What that guy Nolan, when in there Bolton, he had so many players to help in the midfield at these stops, but not at West Brom. They're gonna get back up, sir.
Yeah, but it's a different Premier League now, and I think we have to be careful, right? So we have a narrative and we build up a narrative about a certain personality, but a Big Sam Bolton did play some lovely too. So let's not get away from him like he's just this one, kick everybody football manager. In teams can play a little bit and he can coach a little bit to play. Again, the problem you have for West Brom is that they don't have equality. You know what I mean? You can't just coach what you have on hand coming in mid-season. And then the Premier League is much better in terms of the quality and the quality of football that's played week in, week out. So it's going to be difficult. They always going to struggle, this West Brom team. And NID is just an uphill task to Big Sam. Forget anything out of this team. It's difficult because they don't have equality. That's where I would down to.
Yeah, JJ, you're not walking through the door, sir.
Exactly. I did not make our Stelios Giannakopoulos. I mean, We could go on and on. Ivan Campo, remember Ivan Campo? Remember when Ivan Campo came back and then they play lovely stuff for Bolton? Play some lovely stuff for them. Yeah, and Nicholas Anelka, remember say I went forward back and play lovely stuff for them. Arsenal could have get Nicholas Anelka, but never sign him. Go back at Chelsea, play lovely stuff for them. They had good players. Moral life story.
Yeah. Next game are Leeds United and Sheffield.
Easy. Too easy. Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Bojo, yes. Greg?
Yeah, Leeds for Sheffield now. I mean, I have this amount of confidence in Sheffield to do something. I mean, I just don't see it happening, bro. Can't see anything in a Sheffield ball game. So when I say see Jiggy say you know see no Premier League ready players and West Brom. I mean Sheffield have some players, but unless something happen over the international break, a lightning strike down at the stadium or something, I don't see it turning around for them on the pitch. They're playing style, them not create, they don't defend. I mean, at least we say it here already, at least last year, they were possessing the ball and, you know, they were trying to look attractive. Or they would press. Because I remember them against Arsenal, they were pressing us. They're not doing any of that this year. And they're trying to sit back, but they don't have the speed to counter-attack. So it don't even make any sense. If they don't get set pieces, they don't have a chance of scoring a goal. And Leeds gone demolish them. Trust me, because right now, Leeds hot. You know, and the kind of ball game where Leeds are play, them can't go with standing pressure. I mean, I say Leeds for Sheffield nil.
Well, I would agree with something like that. I'm not sure if 4 is gonna be the number. I just don't know how teams are gonna forward back after this international break. It can go both ways. People can return sluggish, but I don't think Leeds have a lot of players who actually were on international break that I can remember. Anyway, they have quite a few.
Yeah, man. Some of the small teams them in the Balkans and them place there.
Yeah, you're right.
They have
like so, I think I'm always cautious whenever there's an international break, and especially that time like this too. You know, all players are gonna return. You know, we haven't even known if anybody pick up any nick because that's the next thing. You know, as any player pick up any nick on international break, we haven't seen anything at all like that. But those things always do happen. And you just never know how that's going to work out. So, while I believe that Leeds should dominate them and take care of it quite easily, I just don't think it's a 4. So, maybe a 2-0 probably would be this that I'm looking at to happen. Because Bramford is good for a goal again. Bamford.
Yeah, but
he's good.
The thing, you know, Blacks. Sorry, Bojo. The thing, you know, remember, you know, once Leeds start scoring, you know, that's it. The floodgates open.
Well, that's true.
Leeds is not a 2-goal team. Bojo.
FYI, Alioski. One second. Sorry, Bojo, to cut you off. FYI, Alioski was a part of that Northern Macedonia team while kill off Germany last night.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Yes, and the great whole I don't know if you remember Goran Pandev, Greg. I didn't know that exactly. Back in the days, he was a good striker, and when they
was one of my favorite striker on FIFA.
Ball of that man. Yeah, so yeah, them come in and look, me go look on them team yesterday, and I was like, oh man, they have ballers. They have ballers on their side, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, go on, Bujo.
Yeah, me also think Sheffield I go. Well, I actually picked Sheffield to get relegated already. I haven't seen much from Sheffield all season. Like one of the worst defense in the league. Not like last year when them have the likes of Flick and Lodstrom, score bags of goal and McGoldrick. That not happened this year. Sheffield been a struggle. And Black say him say Bamford has scored 1. Actually, I say Bamford has scored 2. I say 3-1 Leeds.
Who scored the 1? If it's Sheffield.
McGoldrick one.
I have a feeling that Bojo captain Bamford in his fantasy team. So he might try to get 2 goals from him.
Yo, didn't Pandev score yesterday? Pandev, didn't he score?
Yeah. I didn't see that about.
He scored yesterday for his country. Oh yeah,
Again.
so this game actually Sheffield. I'm gonna pick Sheffield to win this game.
Really?
Okay.
I'm gonna
I
pick
don't
Sheffield to
even
win this
know
game.
who Sheffield manager is.
Yes, so all right.
I don't know.
So they fired the
manager?
manager 3 weeks ago, right? Usually after you fire the manager,
Yeah,
you
who
get
did they bring in?
I don't remember the name of the manager. After they fire Chris Wilder, I don't remember. But this is my reasoning. Usually after you fire a manager, you get a little pick-me-up. The next game, I think they got 5. But then we went on the international break. These players went home to their wives, their girlfriends. They got refreshed, travel back to their country, and they're going to come back and give at least us 1 good game. And Leeds is going to come out and attack them. And Sheffield has always been a good counter-attacking team. And they do have 1 and 2 quality Premier League ball. And now I would say bad luck. I don't want to, if I say name. And Egan, right? So that guy. So I'm gonna say that Sheffield's gonna win this game, or it's gonna be a draw. Because Leeds is gonna come out and attack them because they think they're wounded animals and they're gonna get caught out. So I see Sheffield actually getting a draw or a win out of this game. Probably their only one for the rest of the season. Because Leeds tend to do things like that.
But
So it's a brother named Paul Hickenbottom. I hear him get the
what?
I mean, yeah, bro, that's the
He
thing.
used to play
Yeah.
So
I don't remember. You may be right. No, not Danny Higginbottom. That's a different person.
In second cousin, girl, in second cousin.
So,
Unbelievable.
Jiggy, do you think that this coach is going to give the Liverpool great Ryan Brewster opportunity to run out there?
He never gave him the last game. You know, I don't know what's going on, but as I have discussed on the blog before, I think Ryan Brewster representatives made a mistake by going to Sheffield because of the style of player. And, you know, when I heard that he was sold to them, that was the first thing I said on the group, is that, like, I don't know why he would go there. I don't know why anybody, his parents, his manager would say, hey, let's go to Sheffield United. It just didn't make sense to me. But so said, so done. But what can we do about that?
Happen and he would have definitely get time for play. That's probably how he look funny. In any case, there is 2 things that can happen, and that's why I'm like really predict. I just like talking about it because I don't know, you never know. But yeah, maybe they can just give up and say, you know, we already relegated, so it don't even make no sense to try. And I mean, it seemed like that happened when they then go get 5-0 from Leicester last game, or they can galvanize themselves and really try to put out the effort. Who knows? I have an idea. Again, it's one of them teams that what the quality just not did it. The quality just not did it for staying in this Premier League. So get them out of here. That's it.
That's enough time on Sheffield. Who next, Jiggy?
Next game, big side now. Big side. Leicester City versus Manchester City.
Can't wait.
Buju, what you have to say for yourself, Buju? What you have to say for yourself? Yo, brother, you have to unmute yourself, brother, if you talk to it.
What is wrong with this man?
We're good now, man. So fresh off our international break, right? Look at Leicester, and we still see a lot of injured players, a lot of players out. You understand? And Brendan Rodgers, I know him a cook up something. And hopefully at the time he slap City in them face. You know? We don't know if Tielemans still out?
He didn't play for Belgium, someone left him out. But he was absent for Belgium. No, did he play in the first game? I don't remember if he played in the first game for Belgium.
Well, as long as he marshalled the game against Manchester United, I'm okay with it.
City fresh off of the international break. We don't know what the players mindset there. If them are go there pun it like them leave off. But I don't know. It's hard to say. And me not see a high scoring game either. And the match I play Leicester.
Black, so you say?
2-1 City. Me don't see a high scoring game. Me not see City.
Well, my thing is, who is Pep gonna play? Because we know that he just basically get all his players na ball, na name and throw them na bucket and then he pull out some out of there. So anybody can play. So we don't know who is gonna play. But what mode is City in at the moment? Is City saying, oh, we basically win this league, so we need to concentrate on the Champions League? Is that their mood at the moment? We know that Pep not gonna say that because he's a perfectionist. He's always trying to win everything. But the players, will the players kind of start to relax a little bit, or the fact that there's so much competition at the team to places and players don't know they go play this
competition like team and Champions League don't come back, Blacks. So they have to keep them. Yeah, I know. I think the squad is so big that they know there's competition out there, so they have to keep well. I mean, if you're Gabriel Jesus and you get to play tomorrow whenever they play, you have to put in a performance because you know so your squad is well, you're spotting our squad in a guarantee, right? So I see them trying to roll on. But I look more from the Brendan Rodgers standpoint of it. You understand? Because I always thought that Brendan Rodgers is very good, but against the Pep Guardiola's or the Jurgen Klopp's last year, he got slapped in that game when he played those two managers. So let's see if he can get in team together to put in a good performance. You know what I mean? Because then it would show a certain level of progression for inside. You understand? Like there is no inferiority complex. So I think that it's up to Brendan for getting tactics right and see if he can really compete. I go say a lot about Leicester. More than again, because even if City lose, everybody go say, yeah, international break, etc. It's incumbent on Leicester to put in a performance to show people again so they're here to stay. Especially at this point of the season. Because nothing is sewn up yet.
And I agree with you with that, but again, with a few, as Bojo said, they have a few players out, you know. Madison, I see them say he may be back for the game. With those players out, you know, will they have the squad? Because, I look at it, for Leicester to do something really good, they need to have everybody at their disposal and playing at their best. That's how they go beat City. City can be under par and still beat Leicester. Leicester need to have all them players and the players playing at their best. And right now I just don't see it happening. So I still see it. So if I'm gonna predict something, I don't think City is gonna smash them, but I'm thinking 2-1 City is gonna win the game. You know, I can see a score like that happening.
I can't wait for the game.
I think Rangers have a point for proof, you know. Because me kind of see him as a choker. But go on, Greg.
All right, so the game against Liverpool, I call Leicester for win that. Because, like Shane said, Rodgers always playing himself when he face the big managers them. But we all knew Liverpool was wounded then. I mean, even Sheffield, I like them chaps wanting to play Liverpool. So I had predicted Leicester to beat Liverpool pretty badly, and that happened. Now against City, even though they have Champions League game Tuesday, as a matter of fact, they play Dortmund on Tuesday. So you know they're gonna have one eye on that game. But like Shane said, anybody who plays is gonna wanna impress enough to play Tuesday or at least get a run out on Tuesday. Now I expect him to at least give Aguero a run because you know Champions League game will come up and he might not want to use him in the Champions League game. He might want to save Jesus for that, or if he's gonna play a false nine, whoever is playing there for that game. So I am expecting Aguero to get a game on Saturday. Now if Aguero plays, he's hungry. He wants to go out with a bang. And like we say already, Leicester already without Madison. Now Tielemans is not injured, not that I know of, because he played the first game for Belgium. He didn't play the second game. So I don't know if there's an injury there. You look at the injury report, it's only Madison and Harvey Barnes as new injuries on it. So they should still have a pretty decent squad, but Rodgers is not gonna come out and go mano a mano against a strong City team. I don't expect a big scoring game though, but I do expect City to win 2-1.
The last earlier in the season.
One question. I'm sorry. But one thing, I wonder how he set up. I wonder if he can go try to set up with the two strikers again, because that is. I wonder if he go look on it and say, you know what, lose out in our midfield by going with two strikers.
Shit, got easy, shit. Got easy. Yo.
No, it's fascinating because I'm thinking about it. I don't know.
That's a good thought, but he probably don't want to do that against City, like you said, and give up the midfield. Because City play with like 6 midfielders. So I mean, even their fullbacks play like midfielders at times. So he probably don't want to give up the entire midfield and go with two strikers. But the two striker thing has worked for him, but
not against City. Yeah, because the first game play with two strikers. I forget the first game, but they got open.
Who made them?
Yo, this game, I'm looking forward to watching this game. I think it's gonna be this. Yo,
before you go take the comments, see Akim and Nico say Belgium didn't really rest the players.
Did not or did?
Said did I rest?
Oh no! Listen, this game tomorrow is gonna be the best game of the weekend. I expect both of the coaches are tactical. And they're very thoughtful in what they do, and I expect a very good game actually. So I'm planning to watch the entire event. So as Shane brought up, I was waiting for my turn, but he already jumped to it. Brendan Rodgers is definitely going to play two strikers. I don't see how he doesn't. John Stones already made a mistake in the English game the other day. It will be weighing on his mind. I would be putting Vardy right beside him. It would be weighing on his mind. If he makes one mistake in the first half, it's over for John Stones tomorrow. Right? He'll need some rest in his mind. And Ian Nacho is playing the best football since he has been at Leicester City. And I expect him to continue. So the matchup will be actually in the midfield with players like Ndidi and going up against Gundogan and De Bruyne, right? So the thing is that who is he going to pair with him? If Tielemans comes through and play the same game he played against Manchester United, this is going to be a fun game. This is what football fans love to see, right? We know that Fofana is one of the best young French centre-backs in the league. Some people are saying one of the best young French centre-backs in the world, and he will be standing beside the old General Evans, right? And as Greg pointed out, I think City is going to actually go with a false 9 because Pep is going to want more control of the game based on what Brendan Rodgers is trying to do. So it's going to make the game very exciting. I can't even wait for the adjustments at halftime because that's going to be something else. If we see a player get taken off at halftime, we know what's going on. It's a close game. It's intense. Both Brendan Rodgers want it and Pep wants it, but it's going to be very exciting. I don't see how it's a bad game.
Solid.
Well, before I go no further, I will make the comment here because the man you will take back the one good thing that Sheffield did have, the goalkeeper. Hey boy, go black here.
Sheffield problem. Listen, me. Sheffield they lost one of their centre backs, right? One of their centre backs got injured from last year.
Sheffield.
Yeah.
I know they still have Egan. I don't remember who was there from last year.
Remember that last year, all year, they were rave about now Sheffield have overlapping centre back. When nobody ever hear about this thing yet in football, they have overlapping wing back. And then say Sheffield coming overlapping centre back. And one of them got injured and he has been out. And I was actually watching one other program the other day and it's an analysis. And what I think was it was Tifo. Tifo did an analysis of their team. And that was one of the things that they talk about. Just the what they basically were showing how that one player being out of position and the entire team just basically fall apart based on that. It's kind of simplistic, but sometimes with those teams who are punching above them weight, you see when time something does one thing go wrong, it's like a house of cards and they just all come falling down. But I think we spend enough time on Sheffield. They're not good enough to take much of the time.
Mr. Gonzalez, remember say last time Leicester play City, I think 5 them score against them, so and that was when Madison wasn't playing that game and Ian actually wasn't starting. So we have to watch out with that bold prediction. It's going to be an interesting game. I don't think it's going to be.
Your name Travis. Buja, you're a friend.
Yeah. So we're on to the next game. So basically we're all going to.
That game they have to stay for last.
As far as Sheffield, like I said earlier, last year they have Lodstrom, Fleck, and
they're still there.
Lodstrom is actually a defender, but them did have him a play midfield last year. That's why he got so many goals, And Fleck is not the same Fleck as it. I don't know what them did do last year. We make it now work this year, but me see why they must struggle like that.
What the former NFL coaches say again? They are who we thought they were.
And then other teams have coached too, and then see how them play and figure them out because they're smart. Other teams have scouting and all of
the thing that we didn't invest is that every other team invested. West Ham brought in players. Aston Villa brought in players. Leeds brought in players. Everybody brought in players.
Burnley didn't invest, bro.
They also started slow too, but as we know, Burnley coach is a little bit better than Chris Wilder.
Defensively. Shane, did you see the Turkey game this week?
No, I didn't watch it.
Come here, Trey. So you're on your play. So Jiggy, Rogers might go with a back 3. So
that's what he did the last game. That's what he did the last game. And the last game they played, it was a back 3 that he used.
I don't know if I would do that against City though.
Yeah, but who does he rest then?
When he did the back 3?
No, if he might go back out of Soyuncu, Evans and Fofana, which one do you rest?
Soyuncu, he's missed the most games. Me have to leave it general in there. You saw Fofana last game? It was unbelievable. After
Fofana, but you're talking about Soyuncu.
Yeah, but he has played the least amount of games in the defensive pairing because he was injured at the start of the season, no? So I would leave the general Evans in there because he's the older one to marshal the back line with Fofana. But you're going to play 3 against City. I think Pep is good enough to overcome that type of lineup. I think you need more speed in that, like the full-backs to help you out than to play 3. But that's just my opinion.
Pereira out again.
All right, let's move on. Enough time.
I think Castagnier, whatever my name.
What's it? Arsenal and Liverpool?
No.
Last.
We are going to Sunday games.
Southampton, Burnley.
Yeah, do I have to comment on that game?
Yeah, let's not spend a lot of time on that.
Well, I don't know. Again, this
1-1.
Yeah, that's how many like predictions.
Let's give us a preview of the game then, Shane.
Huh?
Give us a preview of the game then.
Yeah, I don't have any idea what will happen in this game. That's the preview. I don't know.
All right. So Southampton, Burnley, both teams both of them just a linger above the relegation zone. So they both have something to play for because they can't slip up. Neither of them can slip up because Burnley they were 7 points. Both of them actually on 33 points. Then they're 7 points above Fulham, who's in 18th spot. So somebody have to go for it. Now Burnley, surprisingly, have been playing some attacking football over the past 8 or so games. You know,
Chris Wood have played well.
the England under-21 international, McNeil, that youth is a live wire up on the left-hand side. And we all know what them two big strikers can do.
Chris Wood have played good things.
Eh?
Chris Wood have played good.
Yeah, him and why name Boyd, or if they use Vidra, or if they use Rodriguez, whichever one of them they use with it. Now Southampton on the other hand, James Ward-Prowse pulled out of the England second game with an injury.
Oh, he was injured.
So,
okay.
Yes, so he might not be available for that game. Now, if he's out, there's not much creativity coming from the center of the park for them. Yes, they still have their wingers, but you know, Southampton goes where Ward-Prowse or Danny Ings go. If both those players have a bad game or they're not playing, I don't see Southampton beating Burnley. You know? So I'm gonna go with that. Even though it's playing on the South Coast, I'm gonna go with Burnley winning this one 2-0.
I see this being a dull game. And I'm surprised that McNeil is still at Burnley actually, because he's very talented and above the level of all the other players there. But I see it being a dull game because coming back from the international break, the Ward-Prowse is injured. I mean, I don't see it being a dull game, so I didn't even want to comment on it too much, but that's how it is.
The truth about
Really,
that game is what, 7 o'clock on Sunday? I won't be getting out of my bed for that.
Come on, Blacks. Set your alarm, man.
7 o'clock, I won't be asleep. I won't get out of my bed.
No, where I am,
use my sleep for that.
Where I am, it is going to be 5 a.m. I'm not getting up to watch that.
Not to watch it. So let's move on.
Next game, Spurs, Newcastle.
You're not comment from the game, eh?
Honestly, I don't care about the game. Nah, I'm playing.
Jesus Christ.
The consensus for all the comments is that Southampton is going to win.
Newcastle Spurs.
I get the fans say Southampton going to win.
One thing, Jay Adams had a good run out for Scotland. Enough people don't know saying he's Scottish. Scotland had the international then they couple themselves together and they get a good team. But yeah, maybe Che Adams can score too. I don't know. I don't have the answer.
All right, Newcastle and Spurs.
Newcastle 9-0.
That's gonna be a nice game. It's always interesting. I'll go first on this one. It's always interesting to see the greatest coach ever, Jose Mourinho.
Watch.
Right? The special one. The special. Yeah, man. But listen, Spurs have played well for the last couple of games, right? But we always see. Yeah, man. Well, one of my players that I like, Gareth Bale, I should say then, right? He's played well for the last couple of games, right, Shane?
The last couple.
The last couple of games.
Now the two previous ones, Arsenal and Zagreb beat them.
Hold on. The Arsenal game there, the great one give it away now. The great one give it away.
Oh, so we didn't win the game?
No, they gave it to you. By playing that we call it now, that layer of football, and then give it to you. So Arsenal fans can come here and say all kind of things. Someone hand you on the platter and you barely took it. You didn't even take the game by the scruff of the neck, you barely took it. So let's not act like Arsenal went out and just demolished Spurs. Spurs give you that. Oh, well, let's not talk about that game, sir. Where you're trying to disparage the special one.
Go ahead and make your point. It's fine.
No, Spurs is gonna win this game. You know, I don't see Jose. I don't see Jose. I'm gonna say 2-0 Spurs. Right? I expect my Brazilian Lucas Moura to show up and teach football on Sunday. That is my point. He's not gonna play?
I don't think so.
I would expect Lucas Moura to play.
So everybody knows, I think Yeah, it depends upon the approach out of Spurs, how they approach a game. Where game I play? Is it at St. James's?
St.
I
James
don't know.
Park.
Yeah, it depends on how Spurs start the game. They should win the game, obviously. Intrigued by this Newcastle team because people keep writing them off. Then they struggle to their life, and I think that then go give Spurs a tough game, Newcastle, because they need this result. They need a result to try to be safe. So therefore, I see Newcastle at least picking up a point in this game.
Well, the last game Newcastle play. Oh, your chance goes to Guana?
Yeah, remember, say me not get a chance a while again.
Go on, listen, go on, brother.
All right. So this is what me I see. I really think Tottenham need to make a comeback, like a response to the last two games. If he say Mourinho probably stab up two of them and threaten them, same I go burn down them house, because the two last performance was, well, one, the Arsenal game, I blame Mourinho for his tactics. The Europa game, that was a whole different level. So I think them going to try and make a response. And the mindset I said draw 1-1, but I think them eventually are going to win 2-1. I don't think Newcastle have enough for beat them, because Callum Wilson still injured, right? And the last thing, remember, Miguel Almiron did get a knock. I don't know, but I don't think Newcastle have enough goal threat. But hopefully, you know, the little bad mind when they come through and them draw, them lose as an Arsenal fan. But I think them are going to respond and win that game at 2-1.
Well, this is how much confidence I have in these teams. Newcastle lost 3-0 to Brighton the last time they played. So I have zero confidence in him. And I had Gareth Bale in my fantasy team and I took him out. So I have no confidence in that team either. And I don't think, you know what, the game before that we said was going to be a very boring game. I think that this can be also another very boring game. This team will not do anything at all to encourage Spurs. They're not going to attack them so Spurs can catch them on the counter and make Hurricane make those true passes to Son and whoever else running. You know, they're not going to do it. So I can see this game just be a very boring game also. 1-1 or 0-0 is a very big possibility for a game like this. Because I just don't see any of them right now, based on their last couple of games, based on Newcastle last 2 games I saw, they played before Brighton. Who they play? Actually, watch that game. I think they played, I can't remember who they played. The game that, what's his name? The winger got injured in. What is that? The youth who got injured?
Oh, Almiron?
No, man. Almiron and, no, man. The other one, man. Them other winger.
Saint Maxim?
Saint Maxim, yeah. He got injured in the game before this one.
Villa game.
Yeah, Villa game. They
After the Villa game?
Good, but as soon as he went off the field, it was a total garbage from that point. Nothing at all they did. And it carried over into the Brighton game where they did nothing at all. Didn't create anything at all. And Spurs, I have no anybody can say, oh, I know that this Spurs team is going to do X or Y. They're lying. You know, you just don't know. I have no confidence in them. I don't think Jose have any confidence in them either. And I can see this has been a very dull draw again happening.
Right, enough time for Tottenham and Newcastle. My time. Tottenham, me says Son. I think Son will be out. Son picked up an injury before the international break. Not sure if he's back in training. I watch Tottenham training clips, so I don't really know. I doubt he's going to be fit for the game, though. As far as Newcastle, though, their main goal threats all season, St. Maxim, Callum, Almiron, all three of them, potentially. Almiron has possibility of playing. But even though you say you don't see Tottenham do anything, quality stands out in a game like this. You know, who have the better players? And at the end of the day, Tottenham have the better players than Panifi. I mean, it might be two dull coaches because Steve Bruce is not an attacking coach either. You know, so it might be two dull coaches. Probably they don't even give a team thought. They just tell the ball and them say, yo, go out and go do nothing. You know, and that's where quality go end up stand out at the end of the day. And as like I said, Tottenham have the better quality. Newcastle in attack. Buju, why they not play your ball? Murphy. The young Jamaican winger, Murphy. Because whenever he come on to the field, you know, him actually add something. Funny enough, they're using the Arsenal loanee Willock more than a lot of these more creative players. And Maria Willock, because of course the Arsenal academy player. But if you ask me, somebody like Josh Murphy or even the Scotsman who thinks highly of himself, Ryan Fraser, add more than Willock to the game. But Steve Bruce is not gonna go play an attacking ball game like you said, Blacks. They go sit back and try to counter, which they don't have any speed because they have the Brazilian great Joe Linton. I mean, Adudu is 6'6", 200 and something pounds playing on the wing when he should be the one playing a striker. I mean,
anybody who used to play for Aston Villa, the other Brazilian, they wouldn't get rid of.
Wesley.
Joe Linton and Wesley, the two worst Brazilians ever played in the Premier League.
So them have him play up on the wing when they should have him play central then and use somebody with at least some skill and speed on the wing. That and you see a lineup like that, you know, so the coach got it twisted backwards. So I don't really expect much from them, but I expect the quality to stand out where Spurs are concerned. And I can see Spurs getting 2 goals. 2-0 Spurs.
Yeah, we'll move on to the next game now.
Yes, sir.
Aston Villa versus Fulham.
And I move
Shane, what you say?
I love this game. I love this game, obviously, because you have some of my favorite players. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll say that again. But just looking for the game, you have a Fulham team who are back in their life and have played well in every single game I've seen them play, especially in the last 2 months. You win or lose, what they do is give a good account of themselves. You understand? So let's see how this goes. And again, for the next hand, I think Jack Grealish in forward back in a training because you know I got him on Twitter and Facebook and so forth. So yeah,
and a poster in a room.
Absolutely, all of that. But yeah, so yeah, it should be a good look, good game. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'll watch this game and try to see what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen though. I'm very excited.
Shane, no prediction. Blacks.
I'm not because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Aston Villa hasn't won a game in the Premier League since when? The last 1, 2, 3, 4. The last 4 games they haven't won any.
I think they win 1 game without.
Yeah, they beat Leeds.
Did they win the last game?
No, they lost 2-0 to Tottenham.
Okay.
The last time they went out. Fulham, I think, has been initially when the league started, the first 10 games, Fulham was supposed to be relegated. Everybody thought they were the worst team, but that's because they have Hector. That's because they have Hector was playing defense. That's why. But from then get to the Hector from the defense, then everything get better. But I see Fulham. Fulham is fighting for something, and they are fighting for more than what Aston Villa is fighting for right now. Aston Villa is them safe. They're not fighting for their survival anymore this year. The next 10 games, I just don't see them bringing the requisite effort to basically beat a team that is actually trying to play for something. Because right now, Aston Villa, yeah, they're right there. You can say that they're right there. They could end up actually playing Europe. But
they play in Europe.
Yeah,
they have Europe.
Really and truly, they're not playing for much right now. And they have 10 games to go in the season. I don't see them bringing the fight that I think Fulham is going to bring. And I think Fulham should win this game.
Blacks, they have to play for Europe because that's the only way they can convince Jack Grealish to stay there. You understand? Like, you're not going to tell him to stay without playing at least in European League football next season. and they still in with a shot to do that. No, again, to show you how incredibly. Just give me 1 second. Just to show you how incredibly important he is to that team too. That I caveat. Like when he was out, like you kind of see, say, them lack the again, him a the talisman, and they need him to show up, and they need him to play. Because then, if he's not there, then they are relegation or just slightly above a relegation team. You know, even with the Russ Barkleys, etc. Like him a the captain, and then them want him to stay. You understand? Because then they spend money on the team, but you need those sort of players. So yeah, they have to play their heart out if you actually get in a Europa League. If you actually convince him to stay. Again, I love Fulham. That kid there, Joachim Anderson, he's phenomenal. Every time I see him play great stuff for them. I mean, they have a good team, Fulham, Loftus-Cheek, etc. It's going to be a good game, but now again, Aston Villa have to continue because they start off the season so great. Like, they have to continue and see if they can get in a Europa League so they can attract players and keep the players they have. What about Russ Barkley? Why? You go back to Chelsea or you go here. If you have Europa League, you can say, yo, we have Europa League, stay here and don't go back to Chelsea, go sit down on the bench and work this out yourself.
So how I see it is that it's going to be a good game. We know that Fulham needs to win. They're going to come out and attack. We have Loftus-Cheek, we have Bobby Reid, and you have Luke Gal, who's going to go out and try to do their best against this Aston Villa team. Because if Jack Grealish doesn't play, they're going to say, oh, they don't have much to offer if we go out and attack them. So I believe the game is going to be a draw, but it's going to be a draw of multiple goals, maybe 2-2 or 3-3, because Fulham needs to win to get out of relegation. And all those players know that, right? This is one of the longest runner games Loftus-Cheek had since he was at Crystal Palace, and then he went back to Chelsea, didn't get all that much game, got it injured, and now he's here. These players want to play in the Premier League. These players are going to go out and fight tomorrow. And it's a game that on Sunday, it's a game that I'm very interested in because of the different storylines. You know, is Jack Grealish going to be back? Is Aston Villa going to get back into the winning ways? Fulham definitely needs to win, and we have all these wingers here. You know, the Jamaica, the JFF Reggae Boys connection with Bobby Reid and all those young wingers who were on the England youth team now in Fulham setup. It's gonna be very interesting. I can't wait to watch the game. Definitely.
What?
My time?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shane. Like the way I talk about Joachim Anderson, you know, funny enough, when he was at Sampdoria, when we buy Torreira, we didn't want to buy him, you know, because they had a very solid defensive season that year there.
I remember.
Yeah, he's a player where Maria too. But this is gonna be a crack. I mean, like I said, Fulham fighting for something. Fulham has been playing good all season. They just weren't able to score and keep the ball out of their net. So you expect them to come out and fight. You know, Caballero or whatever his name is, he gets like 3 to 4 chances per game. If those chances fall to someone else, I expect Fulham to do some damage. Now, Villa on the other hand, Villa has more quality in their team, especially with Grealish returning. And like I said, Shane, they're gonna wanna fight for Europe. They haven't given up and I'm just finishing mid-table yet. Villa consider themselves. As a matter of fact, you hear the goalkeeper say they're a better team than Arsenal. He made the better move for his career. You know, he went to a bigger team. So they consider themselves at least playing in Europe. So they're gonna come out fighting. But this game, like I said, I expect it to be a cracker, and I'm gonna pick a draw game.
You have to.
I see a 2-2 scoreline.
Mojo?
Right,
What you trying to have yourself?
we're good, man. On this game right now, everybody honestly knows me want Fulham stay up just because of the Jamaican them. But on the other side, I have to look and respect Aston Villa because, as Greg said, them have the better players. Ali Watkins is a youth I really rate. You know, I really rate Ali Watkins. And I think Tyrone Mings is one of the better defender at England better than the Maguires and the John Stones. I said that like 2 nights ago. I don't think a joke. I rate Tyrone Mings highly, you know? And the Arsenal reject somewhat. Him have more clean sheet than Leno this season, and him a run off him more. But with all that aside, it should be a good game. You know? Me don't know which Grealish me I go say based on the fact that him just forward back off an injury. So me really don't know what to expect. But I go pick Fulham for the sole fact that Bobby Reid, me think Bobby Reid and Luke Gal are going to give them a 2-1 win over Villa. And that's just my biased opinion. You know? Because really, me I see a draw, but I want Fulham stay up. I really want Fulham stay up.
Next game is
Ollie Watkins have really forward on. In terms of when he first forward in the league, he when they get chances, but it wasn't as clinical. But when they get better as the season has progressed, again, he get call up to England, so it'll be interesting to see how he finish off the season because he's looked dangerous. He really has. You know, so let's see.
4 pass, the defending champion, you know, most full of confidence. I treat the man kick pass Liverpool, you know. So most full of confidence.
That one.
Yeah,
where are they and where are you in the table? Where are they and where are you in the table, sir? Let's just relax. Let's keep it together.
Let's keep it together. I get 7 for the league start.
Okay. Where there? What the lower half of the table? Arsenal in the lower half of the table attacking.
Moving on.
Next game.
The Devils and Brighton.
Me teacher. Brighton or Manchester United are beaten because the ref give them that penalty after the game blow off. You know, never seen that in the history of football. I want to bring that up. That's very important. We have never seen something like that in the history of football. But after the game blow off, the ref give them a penalty. How is that possible?
From outside.
No, how is that possible? We never see that. And then Manchester United fans want to complain and say people are saying that they get too much penalty. That's not that is the facts. That is the facts. You know? But Arsenal, Trossard had 2 very good games for Belgium. Right? Trossard had Mr. Akim, not easy. No 6 here. Then get what? Aston Villa, who get 3? Who Brighton get 3 before the international break? Newcastle. They remember what happened the first 2 weeks of the season. And I remember, and I'm going to watch the game. Trossard had 2 very good games for Belgium, right? He even scored. He's coming back with a vengeance. My boy Mappe from New Zealand will be playing, right? I can't wait to see this game because, as you know, I rate the coach. The coach will have something for the schoolboy coach at Manchester United on Sunday. I can't wait. It's going to be good. Let's go.
You pick a score?
3-1, Brighton.
3-1? Oh, they're going to get 1 penalty.
3-1, Brighton. Pogba going to score a mistake goal as usual. Pogba is going to score the mistake goal as usual.
No, man. Bruno going to score a penalty.
Yeah. Okay, 3-2 then. Sorry, 3-2 then. Because Bruno has to get the penalty.
That is very disrespectful of the Devils.
Honestly,
I remember the first game. Brighton actually outplayed United in that game. And they threw away a whole lot of chances. The reason why they lost, or the reason why they didn't get the win, was because of their own fault. When they get chances, especially when they play a bigger team, you need to put them away, and they did not. Again, will they create chances? They had the little youngster was playing at the time because now he's no longer there. When name the right back, when him got injured.
Okay.
Lamptey. He's not playing. I think that was one of his coming out game for this season against United. He played excellent.
Blacks, what do you mean by coming out?
Young man. We're talking to an international audience here, sir. This is not the black game.
Bojo.
Yo,
Yeah, you see who have you think?
oh, Ryan.
Yeah, man.
So as I said, saying all that, Brighton got their chance to beat United. I don't think they're gonna get this have the same game against them again this time. I see United actually beating them up bad. I'm thinking 3-4-0 for United in this game. That's what I see. Because United also is gonna remember what happened. They were outplayed. There's a lot of feelings in my carry because people say them get penalty after. I see United actually just dominating them and scored 3-4 goals.
Yeah, the third best midfielder in the Premier League this season. Actually,
Who is that?
Bruno. You know, Man U fans, I'm gonna say my best, but my third best. I mean,
Okay.
in Cali sitting on them shows. But anyways, he's gonna have a good game. I mean, that player, one thing we can say about him is he's always highly motivated whenever he touch the field. We don't like him one bit. As a matter of fact, we don't like Man U side. Everybody know that. We don't like them side, but Pogba played this week for France and he looks good. Now, if that coach stop tinkering with the team and find a way to play both of them out there at the same time, you know, with Rashford, possibly play Greenwood.
Rashford and probably Cavani back.
Cavani, strike, and Rashford on the left. I don't see no way Brighton going to start. Which might be a good thing for them. A good thing for them. Play Cavani. You know, let Martial go sit down and play Cavani. With a squad like that, Jiggy, me not care how much you want bad man you. I mean, would I hope say a miracle happen on Sunday, but I don't see it happening. I see 3-0.
That sounds right. That sounds about right, Greg. I agree. I tend to agree. You know.
All right. Even though me hate the devil, we have to be real. You know, we have to be, I gotta be honest.
Yeah, I hate the devil, bro.
I gotta be honest. I see Manchester United winning this game. Black say the last game Brighton play better football, but that's been the case with Brighton all season. Brighton always play good. You know, them just never take them opportunity when it presents itself. And in this day and age with football, you don't get a lot. You know? So Brighton always play good football. Even you remember the Chelsea game when Chelsea barely get by them. That's just been the case with Brighton all season. Me no see them beat United. And if United want to stay consistent and attract players to them club, because we all know the coach is not good enough for this team. I hope him stay forever, you know. Because that was my problem with Lampard, you know. It wasn't Lampard himself, you know. It was the team where Lampard a build, where a better manager I go forward into. That was my problem. You know, I feel like that's the case with Ole. Him have a good squad. Him just can't manage it. So, me see, mother say Man U 3-4-3-0.
Well, Jiggy, respect you. You're brave. You go against the grain and just pick right. Them men are pretty coward.
Well, what I wanted to do, I wanted to speak on the matter first. So my judgment was not clouded by the other bloggers. Right? So that's why I'm saying that I remember we watched the game. It was very exciting. I believe that Man U should have gotten backed up in the first game. And I believe that Pottinger is a better... that's his name, right? That's his name of the coach, Pottinger? Right? I believe he's a better coach than Ole. And they played a very good game. They played a coaching in football matters, Shane. Coaching in football matters. They played a good game the last game before the international break. And I expect him to have a plan over the last week and a half of how he's going to deal with Man U. And I expect to see that plan materialize on Sunday. That's what I'm saying. So 3-2.
I respect that. So Black Sala said cheers to the Black Sala drink Cyril in the Easter. Things. All right, Monday game. That's our final game for Sunday, right?
Hold on.
In Bojo, hold on for what?
Yeah, Monday game. Everton Crystal Palace.
Jiggy. Akeem
Yeah.
say you're bugging, bro.
Yo,
that's
make sure you text me. Make sure, on Sunday, make sure you text me after they win. Right? I say, you were right, bro.
Akeem need for jail the level that it need for do. And
all right.
talk.
Remember, say,
Everton,
I probably know him a texting us. Probably somebody else have a phone a texting us. A comment.
All right, next game.
Everton Palace.
Next game, Everton Palace. Yeah.
All right, Palace not have much to play.
Again.
All right, you go Shane?
No, go ahead, bro.
Late.
May I look on the
Right.
schedule?
Palace not have much to play for.
Zaha does.
It's hard for them to get relegated right now where they at. Everton, on the other hand, want to show that they're the better Merseyside team this season. And after we beat up the other side, they will have a lot to play for. They will have a lot hanging on that game. 7th or 6th place up for grabs after that game. So, and like I said, Palace don't have much playing for. Zaha is back, and with him and Izzy and the field at the same time, they can cause a lot of damages. For some reason, though, it doesn't seem like the coach give both of them the freedom to express themselves at the same time on the field. Whenever I've seen both of them on the field this season, it's either one playing at a high tempo and the other one having a relaxed game, or the other. I haven't seen both of them decide to take on teams or take on defenders during the game together. So I don't know. I don't expect much to change this game. Everton playing at home have a lot to play for, like I said. I see Palace getting a goal though. I don't know from who, but they have a goal. Probably a penalty and Milojevic or whatever his name. 18. Something. Some one of them Balkans name there. But yeah, I see Everton winning this one 2-1.
Okay.
Blacks.
All right.
No, Shane was going.
No, I don't have. It's another game that I really don't care about. I mean, again, it's one of those things where Everton always do this, right? Where them threaten and act like you feel like say they go compete the top 4 and they never do, right? So therefore, them about where we think they will go end up are, and that's basically it. I don't really think that there's anything intriguing to this game. I think it'll be 2-1 Everton. I think that it's good that Calvert-Lewin is back, and before the international, Richarlison want to play well. So I think Everton will win. Okay, that's it. Really, I don't have anything else to say.
I would agree with something like that. I just don't see Palace winning. And right now, a lot of these teams who are in the middle of the pack, I think their motivation, they don't have a lot of motivation. Their ceiling is they're there right now. Palace is not gonna be relegated. They're not gonna challenge for anything more than what they are at the moment. Their goal, it seems like every year, is just to make sure that they get to that 33 points and stay in the league. So I don't see more than that happening right now. As much as people say Zaha, if Zaha doesn't do something, they don't do anything at all. I think he has been involved in 75% of their goals this season, and that will continue. And Everton, yes, they do have.
If I was Zaha, I'm gonna don't.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how. If you're Everton though, or if you're Everton fan, you have to look on it and say maybe they can compete in one of the cups. I think they're still in the FA Cup, right? Maybe they can go for that and try to win something tangible, and then they pay a whole heap of money to Ancelotti. Then they pay a whole heap of wages, then pay a whole heap of money for transfer fees. At some point, they need to have something tangible to look to. So they have to look to probably FA Cup to give them something to be happy about. But again, Everton has been the same way since David Moyes' days. Nobody cares.
Is James back? Is James healthy?
No,
Because that's the thing. When James has been healthy this year, the team look good. He brings something to that team whenever he has been healthy this year. I don't know if he's not there. Then sometimes they seem to struggle to find the goals and stuff like that. But again, it's one of those not a game that you're right. I really don't care much about it. Other than that, they're Everton and I don't like them because I'm a Liverpool supporter. I really don't care about this game, and I don't see it being an exciting game, something that I want to stay up and watch. You know, so whatever happens, it just whatever.
All right, let me just bring in the knowledge into the thing and not go for the feelings, bro.
Yeah.
This is a good game. All right. I am disappointed in Everton, but they might be in 8th position, but we have to consider this. They also have 2 games in hand. If Everton win their next 2 games, they're back in the top 4. So while they have been disappointing because they have dropped a couple games that they shouldn't have dropped, where they would have been even in more a competitive spot, they are still in 8th position and they have 2 games in hand. Right? So, yes, we understand that we are watching a football team that is inconsistent. But as we have discussed on the blog before, I'm disappointed because they brought in James, they brought in Alan, they brought in Doucouré to shore up the midfield and the attacking portion. And it really hasn't happened. Ancelotti has not did a good job in integrating all these players into the team to add to the Sigurdsson of the world and the short socks youth, I forgot his name, of the world, to make sure this team is ready to challenge. But we still have, 10 games left? 8 Tom Davis, yeah. We have 8 games left? So they still could. They have 10 games left because they have 2 in the hand. But so they still could. Now the 30 games, the 30 game City play already.
And City alone play 30 games. Everybody else play 29.
Yeah, but we are looking look on Chelsea. How much Chelsea play?
29.
All right. So they could still, at the end of this season, they could still make it into the top 4, and it would be a very good season for them because they have the quality. They have them front three, Lewin, Richarlison, and James. They can be compared to any other front three in the EPL at this time. But if they get it together for the last 10 games, we're gonna.
What you said, the question you have to ask, Jiggy, the question you have to ask is who they go finish that top 4 over. Like, everybody can explain. Whoever is near, you can explain it. But what you have to rationally think is who then go finish in that top 4 over. When you find that answer, give it to me and tell me. Who in that top 4 then go kick out? And again, if they're not, then just David Moyes' team. That's all, bro. That's all. They're still Everton. They still go disappoint. I don't care.
Spurs inconsistent in front of them. Liverpool inconsistent. West Ham inconsistent. The other day I was saying that. I'm talking about all the teams in front of them. I'm talking about all the teams in front of them, right? The other day I said that the coach for Chelsea have the team playing better, but you said it was only defensively and the offense is teetering, right? That was the explanation, right? So with a game in hand, this is going that final spot. It's going to be an unbelievable battle to the end, right? I don't expect that.
Everton ain't going to be a part of it.
You don't feel like that?
No, well, no, they're not consistent enough. I could be wrong. I don't have all the answers, but I just get the opinion. I just get the feeling that every time you trust Everton to do something, it never works out. No, they start off the season brilliant, and everybody's like, "Oh, look at Everton, they go do something." But I just think that the striker is not a world-class striker, right? And then defense is poor. Then defense not good enough. They always concede trap goals. So I don't see it, but I could be wrong.
Then goalkeeper
still
out, right?
David Moyes. I mean, if better than just bring back Silva, if that's the case. Get him out of here.
Marco Silva, my favorite coach, Marco Silva.
Pickford still out? Pickford out for
No,
this
Silva and this come back in idea.
No, I'm talking about the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think so. Because he didn't make anything. I think he's still out.
Okay, next game.
Get to it. Get to it. The last game,
West Ham
right?
Wolves?
Wolves and West
West
Ham.
Ham.
Listen, Jesse Lingard. The only thing I've said, Jesse Lingard strikes again.
Oh, this idiot.
Jesse Lingard strikes again.
That's your prediction?
That's my prediction twice. Because the Wolves haven't been scoring ever since the best player of the team went down.
They were struggling, to be fair, before that too. Brother, the Wolves needs results, right? Just feel because in go keep on messing around until they fire him, the Wolves manager, if you're not careful. Because when I start that season, they would have think they would have like a European. They would have challenged the European spots. And now then they are, let me just check. Then they are 13th. So in a game like this, you have to continue getting results. No matter the fact that they lose their striker, you need to get results, bro. Yes, and so I don't know. I think West Ham should win this game. They have the better team and they play better. So they should win this game. But if you are Wolves, them owner and the people who run that club not going to take lightly to struggling against and falling in their relegation places or near the relegation places. That's not what they bargained for.
Blacks.
Well,
Blacks.
I don't see Wolves doing that.
You ask you a question.
Yeah, go on.
You're the stats man. How much goals Traore got for this?
0, sir.
How much assists?
I think it's probably 0 too, but it's probably 1. But I don't need more than that.
Himself still could have goal of the season,
Yes, that's true.
The ball,
at least in fantasy, you get an assist for that one.
You get an assist for that one?
In fantasy. I don't know if you get a real one in the Premier League, but in fantasy, you get an assist for that one.
Yeah, I mean, they still have some good attacking players. They just can't find the back of the net. Neto will dribble all day, all night, but he can't kick the ball in the goal. The next one is Italian, Crotone. Crotone can score, but he doesn't get himself in
Let me down, Greg.
He don't get himself in scoring positions like Neto does, but he's the one who will actually put the ball in the net. But he fall off. He has fallen off quite a bit. Neto is the one who actually seems like
William
he
Jose
wants to
fan?
do something. Huh?
You're not a William Jose or a Fabio Silva fan?
Fabio Silva wasn't ready yet.
Fabio Silva.
He was thrown into the fire. He just wasn't ready yet, William Jose don't have that beautiful Real Sociedad.
You have to play striker in Premier League.
William Jose is another worthless Brazilian. Him, Wesley, and William Joe Linton, a worthless Brazilian. I don't even know what they call this Brazilian.
Jiggy, we know you're Brazil's biggest fan, but you have to understand that since Adriano Brazil have another striker. Get over it.
No, since Pato.
The question that I want to ask you is that last year I hear a lot of people talk about Ruben Neves and say, oh, he can play for Man United, he would make Liverpool midfield, all this stuff. What happened to Ruben Neves?
No, he would. He played some good football.
The coach doesn't play him as much.
Yeah, but he's still playing good football, Blacks. He would make any team.
Not from what I see.
No.
Sometimes the coach bench him and play what the Belgian name?
And you think the coach is doing that because he's playing great, or is he doing that because he's not playing well?
Then Danka.
Coach a madman, because if you play old man Joe Martino over
No, listen, Blacks.
Again, maybe we are talking about because we really
Martino and then Danka. He plays Martino and then Danka most of the time.
Blacks,
honestly, I don't see Ruben Neves as that player. Last year when people talk about him, I never think he was that good. And this year he has proven that he's really not that good. No. For me.
None of the winger them when play with a score. None of the forward them when play in a score. What him for do? Talking football, Blacks. Tell me.
And he always plays in a 2. Just a 2 them play now.
No, tell me, Blacks.
Play with a 3.
None of the winger them not score per 50 Wolves. Not one of them a score. And none of the forward them a score. What him for do? Tell me how him going to affect the game. Give him a
Again,
bounce ball view. Why
I
you
said,
want to goal them?
when I watch Ruben Neves,
Tell me when to do.
when I watch him, he doesn't jump off the field and say, boy, yeah, he's that player. I don't see that. I just personally don't see that. I think it's gonna be an easy game.
What you get Monday?
All right,
It's
Mr.
gonna
One.
be an easy game.
No,
David
but-
Moyes is gonna crush them. They're
West
gonna
Ham
beat them
won
bad. I'm foreseeing this being another big loss.
No, man. Jesse, I got bust up in it, man. Multiple
It's gonna
times.
be 3 or 4 again. This one.
Jesse Lingard, every time Jesse Lingard see the goal and kick the ball. Very important. And he's got 1-1. Okay. All right.
Hey,
Liverpool, Arsenal. Hold on. Attack your
Buju need to give me. Go ahead.
All right, real quick.
Come on, Charles, stand up.
Real quick. All right, we get to this fast. Cause time ago we need to get to the Liverpool game.
The Arsenal.
Wolves, as Shane say, them should have do better based on the fact how them Brian, chill. Okay, I got boo boo. Yes, so I'm gonna say Wolves are underperform. We don't know if them sell Jota to Liverpool and sell the team with him. Doherty got Spurs and him look trash. Him not look the same play. Him can't even break in the starting lineup. Zin, Cody, Bali. We don't know what happened to that partnership there. But with all that being said, other than City, Chelsea, and Man U, I think no other team has been more consistent than West Ham. West Ham been a pick up points and a climb them way up the table. So we expect West Ham to win this game. Yeah, me not say Wolves are get nothing out of this game. So I'm gonna say a 2-0 West Ham.
Me alone have Wolves getting something then.
Yes, you alone.
All right.
Time
Time for big game, you know.
Yeah, get the big game, you know.
Arsenal versus Liverpool, you know.
Get that Wolves stuff out of it.
Arsenal versus Liverpool, you know.
At the Emirates.
Yo, so we were supposed to do our combined 11, you know. So we're gonna start it off.
In goal, who have in goal?
Anybody can.
Who's in goal?
Leno. Allison has been trashed. Ask the fans.
Hold on. You mean the Premier League winning, the Super League winning,
No matter when you
the
last year,
Champions League winning? Allison, hold
Yeah,
on.
that was right.
Allison.
No, not last year. Right now.
Okay, sir.
Right now.
Al Martinez better than Leno, so go away with that.
Right now. Allison has been trashed.
Let's clarify.
Okay.
Is it on form? It's on form, right? Or not?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on form. I don't know what you're talking about. It's on form.
So let's not try to have arguments that now go anywhere. Let's just discuss now.
It's on form.
Well, not just on form, but also who do you play in that game tomorrow if you have 2 of them to play? Because I still would play Alisson over him tomorrow.
Of course, you're a Liverpool fan. Of course you will.
No, in any reasonable world, you would play Alisson over Leno tomorrow.
Actually,
anyway,
Blacks, actually, I have Alice in my team, in my 11.
yeah. In a reasonable person, they would say, tomorrow I'm gonna play. Even with the farm, tomorrow I'm gonna play a game. Which of these goalkeeper I'm gonna put in the goal? I'm gonna put Alisson over Leno.
Hold on. Mr. Brooks has taken somebody's freaky weed and been smoking it before he made comments. That's all I gotta say. I won't tell on anybody.
Hakeem, you are
Is
smart.
Manchester United fan?
Smart youth, Hakeem.
Must be a United fan who said that, you know. He has to be a United fan.
Yo, he didn't realize that Jota is back. And I put 2 passes on Jota alone. I put 2 passes now.
All right, so we have been a combined 11 from everybody, or everybody just.
You have my combined 11, you know. Who will go first?
Let's get
All right, things to look for it. My 11. Alisson in goal.
Okay.
Center backs, Jiggy. Please keep your microphone muted. Me don't want no interruptions until me finish with my squad. Deal? Please control yourself. Steve Naismith. Allison in goal. Center backs Holden and Gabriel. Right back Trent Alexander-Arnold. Left back Tierney. 3 midfielders Fabinho, Partey, and Odegaard. Saka on the left, Salah on the right, and Aubameyang through the center. What a team! What a team!
You are going to choose Tierney over Robertson this year.
Currently, yes.
The Robertson who saved Liverpool every single game from get back up. Man, some foolishness.
He's not half. He's not half as good defensively as Tierney.
Stop the foolishness, man.
He is a better passer of the ball and not by far either.
Man, if we never have a team, notify all the attacks come from on Liverpool side, over Trent Alexander side.
Tierney is the better defender. Wait, this year, this year we don't get attacked everywhere. This year we get attacked through the middle, down the right, down the left.
Watch out. See for me,
Jiggy, you've been disingenuous. Jiggy, you're not being fair, Jiggy. You see, you not judge the thing on farm, you know, you are judge the thing on a whole. Like what Liverpool.
But this year, who saved Liverpool? Who saved Liverpool this year? Who saved us?
Who's Arsenal's best player?
Who's Arsenal's best player?
Tierney. It has been Tierney.
Let me tell you something, man. Robertson has saved Liverpool this year. And I can argue that he's probably our best player too. You know what I'm saying? Tierney is Robertson is 1A, Tierney is 1C, sir. But it's fine. That's your 11. Let me tell you my 11.
Yeah.
Allison, Gabriel and Holding, Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Fabinho, Odegaard, and Thiago. Mane, Jota, Salah.
Thiago.
Yo, listen. Me put Odegaard on the team when if you're happy. Right? So Fabinho and Partey, two number 6 in the side. Side now go to man. Side now go to Thiago. Can be go play him up front, closer up front with my front three.
Hey, Greg, no, if you want to take it there, if you're going to say you're playing foul, figure with the front three, Smith Rowe
put him right. Smith Rowe
has been a better player than Thiago. Don't go there, so with your nonsense.
You know, you Arsenal fans are so deluded.
What on Blacks? Blacks, listen what man just said. This man just mentioned Smith Rowe. In the same conversation.
This is a deluded Arsenal fan.
You're not coming on this platform, bro. You're not coming on this platform.
A name, we're not going to find a name. We are talking about right now.
Mute them, man. Mute it to them.
Right now.
You are deluded, sir.
No. What? Hey, one question. What has Thiago done since he come to Liverpool? What? Tell me, me a wait.
Been better than Smith Rowe.
Where numbers? Statsman Blacks, give me him numbers right now. Right now, give me him numbers.
Nobody else, no other group is having.
No, we are not
Bujo, don't go back to Jamaica. Don't go back to Jamaica so close to this again. You got to make a last month and you must get some smoke or something in your brain. Don't do it again. Don't do it again.
Tell me right now what Thiago do from him come to Liverpool. Me a wait.
Put on a cousin. Bujo, move and put on a cousin. Bujo, move and put on a cousin for the life.
I'm tired.
Come on, find life.
Tell me what Thiago do. Tell me no me a wait.
Question.
Tell me a wait.
Listen now. He played the first game for He played the first game for now, make about 200.
Once the man compare Smith Rowe to Thiago, I can't think anymore. Like my chain is gone.
We have to decide what they span. We not go for man them career, brother.
It's not my fault that we call it now Klopp put Thiago to play him in the low block to cover the centre half and then have the centre half playing high. That's not my fault. That doesn't take away his quality on the field. What are you talking about? That's what we're talking about.
Tell me what I'm doing him come on Liverpool. We still are wait.
Did you see the Champions League games?
Tell me what Thiago do.
What did Thiago do when we finally put Fabinho back in the midfield and have him play a higher role? Quality, did you see when they against Leipzig? What are you talking about? You can't compare Smith Rowe to Thiago, bro. Come on, man, you sound crazy. You sound crazy.
You crazy.
Thiago play one good game.
No, Greg. He was playing for 12 games. When we lost 7 matches, he was playing out of position. We never had. He was playing Fabinho and Henderson as centre back. And he played Thiago in the low block. And we know say him too kind of. We call it now he's slow for the Premier League, right? And when he reverted and put back the players where they were supposed to go, and he pushed him a little higher up the field to panic with the players, the team started playing well, and he showed his true quality. So we're going to come and say Smith Rowe is better than Thiago when he was just playing out of position.
Me never say that. Don't tell a lie for me. Me never say that. You say current form.
He said he's current form. He's playing better.
Form.
Did you see him playing for Spain the other night? Did anybody watch that Spain game? Did Smith Rowe make English team? Stop it foolish.
Greg.
Yeah.
Get the young man from Madrid. Didn't he come and take a Smith Rowe game?
No.
Smith Rowe started last game.
Smith Rowe is still playing.
He started last game.
He's playing half the left. He was injured. Can't remember. I never seen him last game. He's playing half the left.
Did he? So one player come in and he get kicked out of position immediately, and him so great.
Yes, you hear which player you said take with the number 10 frame?
One guy who flopped at Manchester United before him going.
Flopped at where?
I'm not sure Barcelona or Madrid.
Listen, you don't argue with me if you don't have enough facts right now.
So Martin Odegaard, taking game, right? Him taking game. Kabias got him taking position. That's the position that he was playing. Odegaard come in and taking position.
First game,
taking position.
No. Odegaard came on as a sub in about 2 games in a row.
He changed them.
And then they started both of them together and put Smith Rowe on the left.
Yeah,
that's how versatile Smith Rowe is. He play on the left, right, or center attacking midfield.
Yeah, me not go argue about Una Smith Rowe. Because one, me not think that Smith Rowe or Thiago should be in the combined 11. Me not take out both of them out of it.
Me never have Smith Rowe in my own. Me don't know when get Thiago from in there.
I would take out both of them.
And me see put Mane in a combined 11. Based on current form, you have Mane in your combined 11. Based on current form?
No, me I put Saka.
That's what I have in mind. You can't have Mane in a Jiggy the pick off emotion.
Pick the thing overall and I get the thing wrong. We are talking about current form. I'm picking things overall.
I put Saka in the team.
You're mute.
From before it starts, me write down Bama and Mane to over on the right side. But my point is this. I was thinking Mane offer more defensively and Mane offer more assists. That was it. That was my thought when I put Mane. Who else was I going to put over there? Like I said,
Mane out of here. Mane is aging. I'm not.
Hold on, Shane, hold on.
Bro.
If we're being honest, right, on current form, Lacazette that make the team over Aubameyang, if you don't want to be real.
But that's what I'm doing. I am actually putting Lacazette. So my lineup would have Saka, Lacazette, and Salah in the front.
There we go. That's a reasonable front three.
I put in the front three.
You have Mane. Blacks, do you have Mane in there?
No, I wouldn't.
Get Mane.
Hold on, who's the front three? Blacks, say front three again.
Saka, Lacazette, and Salah.
That's madness, bro. You're mad. Me not come back, pana. I last night me a company. Jota score almost every other game. And he get a knee injury, he come back and score 2 games again. You are the first person you have to put up front. You are the first person you have to put up front.
Well, you could put Jota up there. You could put Jota up there. It's either Jota or Lacazette.
Lacazette have
I could agree with Jota.
And yes, you're right. I would actually agree with that with you. You're right.
Yeah, I could agree with Jota.
I'm sorry, Jiggy.
Yeah,
Look on the man ratio of the goals. Ratio. The man when I scored, there was the leading scorer for Liverpool. He can get injured, then Salah score a bunch of goals. Then Salah start for like 12 games. The man come back for 4 games and score every other game. Are you going to tell me that he's not one of in the combined 11 for Arsenal, he's not one of the best in there? In over the front
But Jiggy, you didn't have him in yours.
Yes. Jota, see Jota there?
Okay.
Jota and
But
Salah,
no,
see there?
the Thiago thing kind of blind me eyes. We couldn't see anything else after Mr. Thiago.
So Jota, Salah, and Saka would be a better front three then.
Put in Lacazette, because Lacazette deserves him to up there somewhere. We can put both up on the right side.
Give the force credit. Because he's my best striker at both their clubs.
So because I am open-minded, I will allow you guys to correct me. And I will say I'll put Lacazette at number 9 and put Jota over the right side. Right? Because he's doing what he's supposed to do.
There's nothing wrong with that lineup, sir. There's nothing wrong with that lineup.
No, you're going to correct the Thiago.
Mine's slightly different, you know. Mine's slightly different.
Yo, my answer, Greg, I have to leave Thiago behind these 3 players. He will dominate the middle because I will have Odegaard doing the 8 and Fabinho doing the 6. I have to leave.
Odegaard is a 10. Injured, bro. Odegaard is a 10. What the hell?
I'm playing where I put him in my team, bro. My team, you know. My team. You're right, Greg.
This thing has
budget team.
All right, so I have Gabriel, Louise, we have Trent.
Well, I'm like Bojo say Louise. I'm like
To be fair, we gotta be fair.
No. Trent, Gabriel, Louise, Tierney, Fabinho, Partey, Odegaard, and the same front three of Black's name.
We should be second front three. I can't myself, you know.
So you put Jota. I stick with Lacazette. Lacazette for me. Because Lacazette I don't
myself, but Jota is right. No, Lacazette, Jota and Salah. That's what I can't myself.
Let me ask a question, but whoever play 8, Partey or Fabinho?
What you say?
But whoever play 8, Partey or Fabinho?
No Partey, man.
Okay.
But would you have Partey and Fabinho in our side? I like that.
Who am I playing against? Because if I'm playing against a team that need the ball to move more, I'm not going to put the two of them there.
No one put it on them there, but it's fine. Yeah, Shane, by the way, I don't mean to cut this off, but Denver Nuggets going to be a problem in the Western Conference. Anyways, back to football. There's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem.
The last game.
So all right. So the consensus so far is that the goalkeeper is very likely going to be Liverpool goalkeeper. The 2 centre backs are going to be Arsenal centre back. I can't see how you can play Tierney over Robertson. Personally,
I can't see it, but it's fine.
I can't see that. You know, and in no way at all I would do that.
That's a flip of a coin, to be fair.
It's a flip of, but also Tierney has 2 assists and Robertson has 5. So
injured. He's been battling injuries, but let's not go to
Listen, if this game was about acting,
it told him of one goal.
If the game was about acting, I would put Tierney there because he's the best actor in the Premier League.
Tierney has 1 goal, Robertson have 1. So
Tierney has been the best actor. Chat him a chat.
Right? As breeze blow on him, he drop on the ground and roll around.
So the consensus is that.
Biko, around me and Lacazette me supposed to say, my brother. Not about me. Lacazette me supposed to say. My bad.
Yeah, all right, hold on. Remember ask Shane since Shane never there. Shane, over the course of the season, right? Since Thiago forward at Liverpool and Smith Rowe play, who has been the better player? Not over the course of them career for the season.
Nah, to be fair, Smith Rowe has had a bigger impact, but the problems they have is apples to orange, right? Because they play in a different places when they play. So, it's difficult to compare offensive midfielder to somebody who plays in a midfield like that. It depends. I don't know.
But is a 10 Jiggy one put Thiago?
Thiago.
And that's where Simiro has been playing.
Yeah, that's not.
Bro, if Thiago can be a very good offensive player, I can put him on the 10 to play with me. He is so intelligent. He's so intelligent. Putting it, I told you, in the Liverpool system, what Klopp did to him was unfair to him when he just came to the team. We had Henderson, Fabinho playing centre back. They were playing high, and they had Thiago sitting right in front of them. Every time I kick over, them have a run back. That's not his game. That's not his game. He looked awful. You have to admit he looked awful. But the moment they put back Fabinho in his position and they get some little young centre back, Thiago started playing well. But everybody knew that. Right? So let's not act like say the man can't put in at the 10 or play a little higher because of his skills. He can.
Yeah. Can.
Well, Jiggy, we shall see him Saturday when he go up against the great Granit Xhaka.
Personally, if I put down midfield right now, based on Liverpool season so far, I would still put Gini over Thiago. I would put him over Thiago.
I'm surprised he didn't put in Gini.
Gini can't make a team, bro. He hasn't played well this year.
Listen to me. I would put him over Thiago in this year.
Where are you putting
Predictions.
Prediction? Hey, you remember a couple years ago when time Arsenal and Liverpool started the season? And we're going on 4-3.
3-1.
4-3 we're giving them. I see
3-1 Liverpool.
4-3.
I'm not giving out 4-3.
That idea when Alex Chamberlain when they play as a double agent and basically when they play for no.
No man, the one a man cut in on his left foot and bend one in the corner.
That was the game.
Yeah.
Axe left way right after that.
Yeah. He was playing as a double agent that game.
Yeah, it was 4-3. Same thing up again.
And Coutinho was special in that game.
Yeah, Coutinho. Coutinho scored a beautiful goal in that one.
One in from distance was unbelievable.
I think the drink of blacks a drink get to him heading about 4. Where you talking about? Emirates.
This journal.
I'm already to this around.
Yeah?
Good stuff.
Greg did tell no on the blog already, so we are take 3 points. You know?
Well,
Yeah, man.
Well, if you remember, you see before the last run of game, I said I see Liverpool running the table. I actually look at the 10 games we had, and I believe we are favored in all of them. In my book,
that no make you go win them.
I only for book you have. I see Harry, Zachariah, Zed, and then I only for book you have. You book them not make much sense.
Seriously, no. We are actually not gonna lose any other game to close the season in the Premier League. You can write it down, take a picture of it. See it. You know, it's not gonna happen.
All right.
Jota is gonna score at least 2 goals in that
Remember,
game.
no crying after Saturday, you know. You know you're not crying for you know.
This Mary sends you into bed, but the only one crying on this house, and I'm gone in bed already. Maybe not. You watch TV. But we're not losing anymore. We're running the table for the last 10 games. We're going to get 4th place position also.
All right, Blacks.
Yeah.
That about last 10 games. When it reach about 15 games, I'm on an Arsenal group. I'm seeing man put the list. I'm telling them the only team fan what we have left for our schedule over here is Chelsea.
Yeah.
I don't like saying make Chelsea fans on here, but when I looked at that schedule, I see every other game as winnable. Even I don't remember who beat we are draw with, but Chelsea is the only team we leave on the schedule over here. 4-3 points in a bag. You see me?
The problem is,
a bracelets and
Greg, I think you have played Liverpool 2 games too late. That's the problem. 2 games too late.
Listen, we are playing when we don't get back on the team.
Yes, man. 2 games too late. I'm sorry. That's what happened.
You're gonna be sorry Saturday. You're gonna be sorry.
Well, I'm afraid I'm here.
You know what
Actually, sorry for 2 years.
I love it.
You know how long we're gonna be. I haven't felt this confidence going up against Liverpool in a long time.
Greg,
But Greg, you're 2 games short.
Greg, question. Is Odegaard playing this game or is he injured?
He's fit, but Saka and Smith Rowe are questionable, but Odegaard is fit.
Question. Is Aubameyang gonna start? How you see him a lineup?
If both Saka and Smith Rowe are out, he has no choice but to play Aubameyang and Pepe. But then again, he have William, so
Take a comment. Because say, who are the coach? Clap or Arteta?
for the combined 11.
That's a disrespectful thing to say. That's actually very disrespectful.
Has to be clapped. Even though Jiggy might say otherwise, has to be clapped.
Jiggy say clap out.
Very disrespectful.
Clap out, bro. No, stop the foolishness. Clap out, bro.
All right. So,
Get him out of here.
Jiggy, listen to this. Our next 9 games. Liverpool versus Arsenal, Aston Villa, Leeds,
Villa points.
the Red Devils,
Dead.
Southampton, West Brom, Burnley, and Crystal Palace.
We will run the table.
That sounds
Exactly.
Arsenal.
Let me say something.
good.
I want to remind you that I said something on the blog. I said from the beginning of all the injuries, I said that Liverpool should play the young centre backs. What have we seen now over the last 4 games? Phillips have played better. Kabak went back to Turkey and looked like a star in the last 2 games, right?
Yeah,
or did we not see?
Latvia, but
I'm saying to you that
go ahead.
I'm saying to you that the more these players play, these young players we have who are inexperienced, they will become better and better and better. And at the end of the season, we'll be up and flying again, just like when we had Gomez and Van Dijk. We'll be flying. All right. So we won our last couple games. We're gonna win tomorrow. And it's on.
Yeah, you're gonna win tomorrow.
We're gonna beat Real Madrid.
You're not gonna win tomorrow.
On Saturday. And we're gonna beat Madrid, and it's on the upwards.
All right. In closing, right, we're gonna run through some other leagues. No long discussion. Just give me a winner, a result. Germany, Leverkusen, Schalke.
Leverkusen.
You don't have to call that one. Schalke can't beat them shadow.
Schalke. The young American going to score 2 against the young American going to score 2 against Bayern. They're gonna drop it as they usually do. Drop games they shouldn't drop.
No, Leverkusen into Schalke now.
Isn't the young American forward play for Schalke?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna destroy Leverkusen because they always do things like this.
Schalke is worse than Sheffield.
Jiggy, most
Alright, no,
Colasinus play for Schalke now.
Yes,
no long discussion. Alright,
Leverkusen. Sorry,
Alright.
take it back. Leverkusen.
that man Eintracht Frankfurt.
That's a good game. That's a lovely game. That man will win that game because it's not
Eintracht, Jovic gone back?
Yes.
so.
And he's scoring too.
Oh, yeah, and it's
Scoring.
Hold on. So you don't think there will be any carryover from the last game, that man, the 2-2 draw when Alan Sam off the field?
No,
Okay.
I think they'll be fine. That man
of Champions League game in a week, at the Man City.
Sheesh.
So that man played that game. Oh, by the way, Liverpool play on Tuesday too. So
We have to do a preview for Champions League.
Klopper going to the Arsenal game with one eye and Real Madrid.
Yo, but that will be more than 70 some hours before Madrid game. So he might play full squad.
All right. Leipzig, Bayern.
Bayern.
Leipzig.
No, Leipzig.
Lewandowski is hurt. Lewandowski is hurt.
Yeah, Lewandowski is hurt.
Yo, Greg. May have more faith in Leipzig than I have. Well, I have more faith
than Dortmund.
Than Dortmund.
Yeah,
and I think they need a game. I think it should be a good game. Obviously,
but Leipzig still short of a striker, man. They don't have a killer striker.
We're in a rate Yusuf Paulson. You know, think he can play lovely stuff, and
he can't even get game for Sweden.
All right, Wolfsburg, Cologne.
Honestly, I think that we need to go in next league.
Yeah. Exactly. What about better league?
All right, Spanish league.
No low quality. I'm sorry.
But you're not even asking about a Hoffenheim or Mönchengladbach.
Wolfsburg was still in a Bundesliga.
Yeah, but Mönchengladbach play good.
But nobody cares.
Okay.
Javi Alonso, you know, care about Javi Alonso? Didn't he turn the offer down? You know, go again.
Villarreal.
Yeah, my weird for something else. Villarreal and who?
Granada.
Listen, man. You know, Bujo. Honestly,
Bujo, I for some good games.
Honestly,
Villarreal.
Atleti play. At game, Bujo. At game. We need good games. Competitive.
How the thing them schedule, bro?
No, we don't want to hear those, man. You can't go past those.
So you know I hear about Madrid then, right?
Well, they're going to lose Liverpool next week.
Real play Eibar.
Again, Greg, who cares for that?
Atleti and Seville.
Atleti and Seville. Will Atleti win this La Liga? That's the question.
Well,
are they going to play?
They might play at Seville and Barcelona or breed on them next.
And Madrid, both of them.
If they drop points, I imagine. If Atleti drop points,
and
Barca go jump on that opportunity.
But in general, what's your prediction for that? Do you think that Atleti will be able to survive this title challenge and win it?
If you did ask me this 3 weeks ago, or no, a month ago, because we have 2 weeks after the international break, would I tell you say no, because they were stuttering. But then 2 games before the international break, they find back a farm and win. You know? Okay. So it's a tough one to call, but if they lose this game Saturday, which are Sunday. Saturday? No, Sunday game. If they lose to Seville, which is gonna be a tough game because at Seville, then they may not trouble because Barcelona have a lot to play for in the league, you know. No Champions League, and they might try everything to keep Lionel there. See, they even invite Haaland down there today to talk to him and Mino and his father. But Madrid has still a better package, so you know they might try everything to keep Messi there. But any Athletic drop point Saturday. I mean Sunday. That's it for them.
Jiggy, your brethren at Pep jump in the comment section. Yeah. I said, Barca, I go win, lift the title, you know.
I think you have a good point. I think you have a good point that Atleti just either Barcelona or Madrid, really, because Madrid now play that badly either. But it just seems like say Atleti now take advantage of players that they have. Instead of play defensively, it's just not good enough. At some point, then go off the act and quit themselves. A difficult question. Although then coach get them to the top of the league and win them Spanish league, I think they have to move on now. They have a different set of players who want to play lovely football and express themselves, and then they spend that sort of money. So then probably have to get somebody who will go play a different brand of football and can take advantage of the players so they have at their disposal.
I agree because I don't want to see Simeone playing expansive football. I mean, I see that happen.
No.
But
no.
When you look at the leagues, you know,
it's scary.
At one point, Atleti was 10 points clear, and they ended up back. Yeah.
No, at one point, Barca was in 13.
Yeah, well, they had a bunch of game in hand though. It was still like City. They had a bunch of game in hand.
Madrid was about 10 spots.
They had games in hand too. Both of them had games in hand. So after they win them, they kind of catch up back quite quickly.
Listen, Atletico Madrid is going to win the league.
Atletico Madrid have been terrible. They now pick up points so they're supposed to. They draw games.
Exactly.
You know, so I don't have no faith in it. Bro, did you see how them exit the Champions League? So it's not good enough for a team of that.
That was Diego Simeone's fault, right? We sat here and we watched him with the blunder last year against was it Leipzig they were playing in Champions League in the quarterfinals who they got knocked out. We saw the blunder when Joe Felix was killing that team and he put on the number 9, whoever he put on, and put him out to the wing and take him out of the middle and the game was over. That was directly the fault of the coach.
They beat Liverpool, man. That's what's what happened to them. Anybody beat Liverpool, they should get knocked out. Don't worry about them.
Shane, what do you think about Xabi Alonso to get in a job like that?
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, he hasn't done much except for Madrid youth team, but you know, he's a young mind coach, new ideas. He probably a roll out for a job like that. Exactly. The Gladbach job.
Exactly, and that's smart because jobs go be out there in the summer, right? No,
yeah, man.
I wouldn't necessarily give him a high profile job like that, but the names are really out there. You understand? The Pochettino and people like that, they're not really out there. Is Nagelsmann gonna be available? I'm not sure. So I don't know.
If Liverpool get rid of Klopp, Nagelsmann might be a candidate for that job.
Yeah, that's true.
But you don't see Liverpool. Jiggy is the only one who sees that happening.
That's not gonna happen. Honestly, that's not gonna happen. And you know, it's funny as we say with somebody like Rodgers or somebody like that. They now go the continental clubs are now going to give him opportunity, and the big English clubs now give him opportunity.
Yo, as much as I want to see Klopp go, he won't get fired because we're going to end up winning the Champions League. So
I did say that.
Which one is Champions League?
This one right here.
Liverpool is going to win the Champions League, bro. I have no doubt.
Hey, Ramos less Real will beat them on Tuesday.
No chance.
Don't be surprised if
Shane,
yeah.
Take that comment.
Take
that comment there.
What is it?
That's a Simeone can't manage the pressure.
Bro, they're going to handle pressure.
That's facts, bro.
You guys see that over the years, whether they're at mid-table or in the title race or even you have a champion.
I can't say that because they win a league, then get to win a cup final. But they ain't going to get no 2 Champions League final, then get to.
Yes.
I can't necessarily say they can't handle pressure. I just think that it was a certain way.
And they lost to a better team both times too.
Not last year. That team was.
I'm sorry. The final I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Bro,
the man
win the Spanish league with Barcelona, a good Barcelona and a Real Madrid. No, this version of Real Madrid and Barcelona, because this one is not as good as the one we win it against. Like, we have to give him credit. But just like we understand the Mourinho, we have playing, and it's brilliant when he can get the team be buying team system. But now you have a separate set of player where again they want to express themselves. They want to play an expanded brand, expansive brand of football. Again, it's just not gonna work out for him at this point.
Yo, the talent that Madrid have is a coach like Nagelsmann. You need to take someone like Felix and find these open channels for him to run into with his speed and his skill. Right, and Suarez there, they would be the highest scoring team in the La Liga if that was the case. But he's just the offensive coach. What do you want him to do? I mean, I've criticized him, but he purposely, or not purposely, but he has caused them to fail in a lot of areas over the last couple of years. The coach himself, because the owner has spent money, right? Anything you want, he spent 120 million. 120. He buy Lemar. He buy all these players. Anything he say he want, he give it to him.
90 million for Lemar.
What the Portuguese jersey on him again? What am I buying? He's at Monaco now.
Oh,
Chelsea
Justin Martin.
Yeah, he bought Chelsea Martins, you know. So he has stacked up that squad. But attacking players, I mean, bringing in, you know, come to think of it, he has brought in a lot of attacking players.
Wally for attacking players.
Chelsea Martins, Joe Felix, Suarez, Lemar, Angel Correa. He has brought in all of him bringing things from Real.
Lorente.
Eh?
Lorente, you have Lorente.
Yeah. So he's brought in a lot of attacking players, but
at one point last year, you ain't go even bring James there, and then Real Madrid get bad mind and said they not send James.
I said James to him. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, you don't know. Say I hate that, you know.
Not for the Italian.
Bojo, put on your mic, Bojo. We see you talk. Turn on your mic.
No, I'm saying I was just about to say that the 2 hour mark.
Yeah, I hate that, you know. You
This
see,
is some Italian football.
Next week.
I hear because I talk about championship a little bit.
Next week, man.
So tomorrow is the next day, man.
Tomorrow is the next day, no. You can't go on.
But tomorrow holiday.
Tomorrow holiday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bojo, we need to get this on a schedule and get a specific day and a specific time so we can have people know which day they must tune in.
Thursday at 8.
Oh, hold on. Before we go, Jiggy, you can look off your camera. So you're not going to Yeah. What do you think about the declaration? They should embrace the whole day or they declare at the right time?
Them should make 400.
They should make 400. I thought 400 was the mark. No. What they always say when you declare is that you have to declare at the same time when they declare and try to bowl at them in an evening session. You understand what I mean? Because evening session is difficult for but you're tired. That time mindset. I mean, or that time mindset they always have. That you have them bowl at the opposite. The individuals and see if you can get a few wickets. You know, pick up the wickets. They had a few appeals, and I think they should at least review one of them. But again, it's one of them things. You know, we'll see how it goes. They should. It's in a balance and an idea. It's not a bad total. It's not a bad.
I don't see Sri Lanka chasing that much. So it's either West Indies win or a draw.
How much wicket when them declare?
4.
Then them could have bought two T20 over, man, and make the 4 bills just go out there and swing like some madman and make the 4 bills.
No, but Brathwaite was still out there or after Brathwaite out?
But how much? But 348 tomorrow? Is it 348 they need tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a gettable quarter, and I think that's enough to make Sri Lanka want to go for this match. It's just enough to make them want to go for it.
That's what I did. Where Sri Lanka go and say, okay, we have a chance.
We have a chance. Because, you know, if you don't give a person a chance, then they will go there and try to defend and just try to go for the draw. But I think that's a score that to make Sri Lanka want to go and say, you know what, I think we can do this. Yeah. And how much Sri Lanka had made in the first inning?
258, I think.
258.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still a very big number, you know. But at the same time, I think it's a number that you can.
Hey,
but no, 348 is a number that a full day of cricket is a number that can be made.
It is a gettable total.
I think I hear Shane say it's a calculated risk, and I think you have to back yourself. If you can't defend 348, you're not supposed to win. You're supposed to lose. If you can't defend 348, you're supposed to lose in a full day. No, it's a good game. It should be a good game.
All right. Yeah. So tomorrow again. Come
No,
on, talk some basketball, you know.
not with me.
Yeah,
At least 30 minutes. 30,
Huh?
40 minutes. So be fine.
Tomorrow the holiday unless you're gonna have an early session.
What more hope is that it's not 2 hours long and more like 30 minutes.
Yeah, but
That's my hope.
I don't see
You
the
can't
problem
have
with us is that
a
one
jiggy
we
pan.
use 30 minutes for one subject. That's a problem.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It's fine.
All right.
I mean, no matter what can get on, it's fine. I mean, just link us. Whoever can get on, we have whole heap of people who can come on.
Yeah, man.
So, all right. Look, we see how it go.
Cause the jiggy there comment section a bad man there.
Let's go Liverpool. What? Black him, man.
2-1 Arsenal, 2-1.
But Greg, honestly, but the truth, like when you go to bed and sleep, do you dream about Arsenal beating Liverpool on Saturday?
No, I don't have to dream about it. No. I'm not making this based off emotions.
Like if you close your eyes, do you see Arsenal winning the game? Like,
Yo, send it in the group in our voice message so we can repost it when they do.
no, I was asking you.
That
Do
if it,
you like close your eyes and can envision Arsenal beating us? It's not gonna happen, sir.
I don't dream anymore.
Okay, well
I
that
have
may be the
vision.
problem.
I have visions.
That may be the problem.
I have visions.
All right, so we can do.
Let me a crystal ball.
I think definitely, even if we're not far down tomorrow, we can do a review Monday, and it can be a Premier League review and then a Champions League preview. It's gonna be beautiful.
Sounds like a plan. You know,
Yeah,
the
that's a plan.
Liverpool. You know the Liverpool fans won't be present, but all the better. You know.
Madrid
So
is
I'm not a Liverpool fan.
But you won't be present Monday.
I will be present, so that's a one then.
Are you? Oh, you gonna get over your heart yet by then? Drink of the same Arsenal jersey from the last time they win the
If Arsenal beat us, I go out and buy an Arsenal jersey and wear it for the next live.
hey,
Black,
people,
Black, we can send you one.
I go out and buy one and wear it.
Yeah, Blacks, man, your friend from a long time. We can send you one.
Listen, I buy zero Arsenal jersey, honestly.
I hear what. Make a better jersey for that game. Uno beat me buy one Liverpool jersey, send you.
Mr. I buy zero jersey. One Arsenal jersey.
Yeah,
Make him wear it. My son, who will make wear Arsenal? I buy money if we lose this game.
Make sure it's Aubameyang.
Arsenal.
Make sure it's the Aubameyang jersey you give him. Keep
But
me appreciation.
but I want to make you wear it, but I buy money if we win this game.
All right. You said on the internet. It's live. We can't go back and find me. Arsenal will be Liverpool Saturday, just like how they win the Champions League in 2006. All right, I'm out of here. Jiggy, I take the piss now.
Bujo, do the closing talk, the Bujo.
yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Again, thanks everyone for watching and sharing your time with us. It was a great video. It was a great live, should I say. Thanks again, Sports Wigs, Shane, Blacks. Even though Jiggy run gone, but go and big up yourself, Gerald. You know, I forgot to bring up cricket when you want to get rid of you next time.
Yeah,
you know. So if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, share, like, comment, subscribe. Yep. It's your boy Bujo Skeg representing for Free Sports TV. Out.
All right, hold on. Ryan, Liverpool, if you want to clip on your show, you can link up. You know.
All right, this one.
Yes. Oh.
All right. Respect, gentlemen.